Alright, hello. Sound is too loud over there. Alright, hello. Finally back in here. Hello, I'm Martin Wenzel. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Got a few, just trying to figure out the setup I want to go with here. Still working on the audio for me, but my video's kind of in a weird spot right now. Hopefully, once Pack X gets going, it'll look right. So, alright, here we are in, where are we? We are in Cape Town International Airport, South Africa. Foxtrot Alpha Charlie, I don't know what T is. Toronto? And we're going to be flying to OR Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg, South Africa. That's Foxtrot Alpha Oscar Romeo. And this flight's based on Singapore Airlines 479. You can see we are in the Singapore Airlines colors. And usually this is flown using an Airbus 350-900, but I'm going to be flying FlyByWire's A32NX, the Airbus 320neo, using the Singapore Airlines livery. And I'm also going to be trying out FS Metar 2020. Well, I might be trying that out. I don't actually have it started. So, whoops, I didn't want to do that. So, I might not be able to use that. Actually, we're not going to use that because I don't have it set up yet. I forgot to do that. Alright, it's early morning. We're going to get going here. So, let's get this plane started up. So where's my, what am I doing here? Or we want to do our checks first, quickly, hopefully. Engine master switches are off, engine mode is normal, landing gear, I want to check that that's down, wipers are off, battery switch is on. I think we turned them on. Yep. External power on if available. It says it's available, but we don't actually have external power yet. So let's get connected. Tune to the ground. And we want a power supply.
Cape Town ground Singapore 479er. Could you please send a ground power unit? Singapore 479er, a ground power unit is on the road.
Alright, now we can do that. Power is on. All our screens are coming to life. APU fire test, we'll perform that. I'm not sure why our screens, there we go. Yeah, let's get our integral lights turned on. Guys down here. The lights, this panel right here, give us glare shield and everything else. Right, turn off our flashlight. Alright, fire test, APU start, that's what we need to do. So we need to do master switch on and start APU. Screen right here. See the APU is starting up. Did our cockpit lights. Parking brake is on. ACU and pressure. Now that's, I think you want it to be in the green, if I'm not mistaken. So that doesn't look right. I don't know why it's like that. But I'm not sure, 100% sure on that one. Flaps are up. Flaps are up. Speed brake lever is disarmed, retracted. Probe window heat is set to auto. APU bleed switch is on when the APU is available. So APU should be available now. And it is. So we can hit APU bleed. And we're going to check for our overhead white lights, cruise oxygen supply, get our nav 1, 2, and 3. Actually, I'm going to turn on the dome light, just so you guys can see a little bit better, so that flashing light isn't bugging us as much. Go back down here, we want to turn on our nav logo light for now. We'll turn on the beacon light later. As we're pushing back. Seatbelt sign. Alright, let's get our passengers going. So let's get Pack X. Hold up here. And you can see we're going FACT, which is Cape Town, to Fayor, which is Johannesburg. Singapore Airlines 479, cruising altitude 37,000, flight time about 2 hours, and it'll do about 30 minutes until takeoff. Should be okay. We can actually do 20. Let's do 25. We should be okay. 159 passengers today. Yeah, we'll put an in-flight entertainment system. We got boarding music, so we'll load that in. Singapore Airlines, custom safety brief. We also have for Singapore Airlines. Yeah, we'll just leave that default. We should start hearing there we go. There's our bar, and hopefully my camera's in the right place now. And we'll just hide this. Well, I'll just put it over here for now. See, I want to show the passengers coming on. We can kind of look at some of the names. Really cool with this is it does actually pick names from the region. So you do kind of a mix, since we are in South Africa, but you do have some African names here. We also have Kitabayashi, which is a little bit, kind of an international looking flight. So they are coming on board. What A350 is there? Is there an A350 1000? I didn't even know there was an A350 available Microsoft Flight Simulator yet, but I'll have to keep checking that. Let's get our fuel pumps on. And no other lights over here. We'll put the no smoking lights to on. Emergency lights armed. And seatbelt lights will go on once we have our fuel. X-bleed is auto. Cargo heat selector, electrical panel, all these things, not a big deal for us. Red panel, we did our nav, the deer lights. Landing elevation is auto. It's right there. Battery 1 on and off, or off and on. Backflow as required. Engine 1 fire test. Engine 2 fire test. Yeah, I'm just trying to... Let me know if my voice level is good with the game. I notice it kind of gets covered up sometimes. I'm seeing if it maybe does an auto ducking or something like that. I'm trying to work on that going forward. We don't need this headset on right now, since I'm actually listening to another computer just to get those audios right. Let's get our communications. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to put the, actually have the gangway up to the door so the passengers can actually get in the plane. PackX doesn't really care, but we'll have to look good. So let's do that. Let's get some baggage. I'm not going to mess with that just so it doesn't screw someone up. Catering going. Yeah, we won't call for the fuel truck because that just interrupts us. And let's get our IFR clearance.
479er IFR to Foxtrot Alpha Oscar Romeo, ready to copy. Singapore 479er is cleared to Foxtrot Alpha Oscar Romeo Airport as filed.
Flight time, I'm estimating about 2 hours. That might be the whole, it's not going to be the whole stream. The stream probably be 2.5 hours, hopefully. Let's see, on the flight plan, they're saying block time of estimated 2 hours, 11 minutes, and that's, I think that's from the gate to the gate. So flight time, this should be around 2 hours, if we have no problems and we get off on time.
Singapore 479er, acknowledge last transmission.
Acknowledge. So we're going to go into 7,000 feet initially.
Foxtrot Alpha Oscar Romeo Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 01 climb and maintain 7,000 feet.
So it's a little bit different than what we have in the flight plan. Flight plan is calling, well, we'll follow what ATC says. Yeah, flight plan wants us going out at 19. And we're going to be going the opposite, so we'll have to pick a different SID. They don't really give us a SID. Now, we got our clearance. Well, once we get in here, we'll actually do this. So first we want to check our engine and our nav data and all that. It looks good through May 19th. Actually, yeah, we got 7 more days on that. Now the flight plan initialization. So we're gonna go right here, and we'll just do it like this. I believe my cost index was 10. I saw that. Let me get my flight plan up here. Yeah. Cost index is 10. Our cruising is 370. Our alternate today is it's going to be Gaborone, Gaborone again, which has been our alternate for quite a few of these flights in this area. It's the airport right up there in Botswana, in their capital. Flight, looks good there. Get our ZFW, or zero fuel weight and all that. First we'll put in our flight plan itself. So our first, this is, oops. That's going to be annoying. Where is it? Pretty easy flight plan. Only 3 things we need to put in. So our first waypoint, let's just bring it up onto, what's going on? Okay, why is NavGraphs requiring an install again? It was open and now it wants to install again. So hopefully my nav charts work. Yes, run. Let's go. When am I going to connect the VATSIM? Once I get some time to do it. I don't know if I'm going to do VATSIM or IVAO. I'm kind of interested in doing those, but I need to be able to sit down and actually just be able to get all that stuff together. And for the most part, it probably end up being text, most of it, because a lot of VATSIM and even IVAO, they're not covering a lot of this area. Maybe South Africa would, but... Alright, so here we got our flight plan. As you can see, we have our first point is Titan, and then Uniform Zulu 2 is our, it's going to be an airway right here for most of this, and then we have a final point, which is NIBX. So NIBX, we got T10 and NIBX, and then the rest of this is Uniform Zulu 2 airway. So we're going to put that in right now into our flight computer. T10. Put it on Foxtrot Alpha Oscar Romeo right before that. Then our waypoint. I don't know why I'm kind of blanking here. It doesn't seem like I'm doing this right. Yeah, I think I do it this way. I don't know why I'm used to having the vias and everything. Okay, what did I do here? Oh, I think I then click on this one. No. Well, why am I forgetting how to do the flight plan suddenly? No, I click on T, and then I do next wave or airways. There we go. That's how we do it. I don't know why. Yeah, didn't I just do this a few times already? Kind of confused by that. And Nevex. That should be it. Alright, let's just double check. So T10, Exopa, Egtil, Unrag. Should be RPAX next. RPAX, TVAR, and Nevex. Cool. We are set for that. Let's put in that we're taking off runway 1. And do we have a SID that goes with Tita? Yes. And on our flight plan, they have us doing Tita 1B, so I think we can still do that. Let's see. We're going to change my runway on my... do Tita 1B. Well, let's see, Tita 1B. I do Tita 1C. Looks like they want us to do T and 1C would be the one you do. But they don't have T and 1C, so we'll do T and 1B. Alright. I don't know why there's no T and 1C in our database. I feel like that's taking us the wrong direction though. Oh yeah, see, it switched our runway there. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I want. Go with that. Didn't look like it really did anything. So I've been up since 2 in the morning. When am I going to connect? Have you been to any African countries? In real life, no, I have not. Only in the simulator. Alright, yeah, that looks just about right for... That actually looks like the... It doesn't look like the right thing. Do that, and let's go back here and just see if I can fix this. It doesn't seem like it's giving me the SID I want. Okay. Now let's get I want T1C. Alright, I guess that's what it is. Okay, let's get back to... Isn't the cockpit preparation checklist complete? Well, I just got to get the flight computer and, yes, the preliminary stuff. And I'm taking forever on this kind of stuff right now.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight.
Fuel.
As you find your seat, be sure to place your large carry-on items in the overhead bins
not gotten
and
the
smaller
streamline
items
in
underneath
yet,
the seat
but
in
we
front
want
of
the
you. If
performance,
you have
weight
trouble
balance.
finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also, be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you.
Okay, good.
If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the
Our
exit seating
performance and weight and
responsibilities
balance.
and
We
the
got
safety
our
cards
fuel. We're
provided
going
for
to
you.
load that.
Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Feel free to use your
7,776
cell
right
phones
there.
during the rest of the boarding
what I
process,
need
but we
is
do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stored
Payload
once we depart from the
16,000.
gate. Thank you,
Unfortunately,
and welcome
still,
aboard.
I don't think it does this automatically. Yeah, see, it's not loading that in. So what we'll do is we'll put some weights in here. Yeah, see, it's just reset now. So we gotta refuel that load, or refuel. Fuel's on there. We had about 9,000 there. And that's a little too much. Like this. Okay. So our center of gravity is 26.48%. Go back to our NIP page. Right here. To our fuel planning. But we actually have, again, the fuel switched again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. You gotta be careful. If we don't have the right fuel, we'll run out. And I don't know why it's doing that. So, what do I need? I need 7,776. Alright, we'll have a little extra fuel, but now it's actually on board. Yeah, sorry it takes so long on this part sometimes, but it doesn't want to cooperate always, or I get distracted. Alright. Okay, our performance page now. V1, V rotate, and our V2 speed 137. Flaps are going to be 1 today. Flex takeoff, I do 58, but I usually don't even do the flex takeoff. And transition altitude is 10,000 feet. Data, regular shield, barometric reference, let's check right here, is 1017. Flight directors are on. SU, our speed dashed. Our heading is going to be 10, something like that, about 10. Now I don't know what they added, because this is new. I don't remember that. So they might have added a few things. They did add a few things in this update for the A32NX, including safety that will prevent you from going too much vertical speed or too little, or too much vertical speed descent, too much of an angle that would cause you to overspeed or lose speed going up. Our initial climb, lateral console, just kind of skim over this. We do this so many times, and all this stuff doesn't really need to be done unless you want to get really technical. Thrust levers idle. Yes, engine master switch is off. Parking brake off, then on. Gravity gear extension is stowed. ATC is set. 4334. Yeah, I really want to do. Would love to get in there, but once, kind of right now, it's all just when I can get a flight in. Today I was able to get home because I had to run over to the doctor. I don't know what's going on with this switch. That's a weird switch right there. It used to be on or off, now it's kind of like half. Altitude reporting on, weather system 1. Take off briefing. Here, we don't need the external power anymore. Let's check the boarding. Pack X is not allowing me to do anything here, so we'll have to do it this way. Boarding status check.
Hey, how's boarding going back there?
We're still boarding. Let us know if you need.
Alright, about 7 minutes left. That's going to be our expected departure. So what we're going to do is have them speed up that, expedite that boarding. Oops. Expedite boarding, please.
Is there any chance we could expedite the boarding?
Alright,
we'll see what we can do.
Our expected departure.
No promises.
Disconnected. Beacon lights on. Actually, wait until all the passengers are on, but we'll do that now so I don't forget it. And we are ready for pushback, actually, once these passengers get on board. So, despite all my kind of getting distracted myself, passengers are taking their time. Now the passenger load speed with PAC-X is realistic. That's what I have it set to. I could have it set to do it faster or slower. Well, I don't think we'd want to do it slower. That'd be kind of silly. But I could set it to go faster. But we'll let it play out. We'll make sure everything is set up. Hopefully we can get taken off. While Johnny John is still here. Not sure if he has to get to bed or what. Over here to our panel and goodbye. So we're at the beautiful Cape Town Airport. It's one of the hand-modeled airports. Mountain background. Now I don't have any scenery mods to make sure that mountain actually is the way it should be. Good enough. From where we are, we're not going to be flying that direction. I think we're going to be flying over there anyway. Yeah, I had to go in to see the doctor at the urgent care this morning. Last Sunday, the 2nd. So before I came home and did those other live streams, about 4 or 5 live streams I did last week, I fell off the bed in my truck and smacked my butt pretty good, maybe my tailbone. So had to get in there and check to make sure everything's good. And starting to feel a little bit better. And they said just take some ibuprofen and you'll be able to handle it. And hopefully it'll just heal itself. It's nothing major. That's the hope. Just want to give I'm just trying to listen in and see how the audio sounds. Didn't realize there was so much of an echo. That's just the way the room is. I don't know, I've just always flight simming. I mean, I played various sims when I was younger. Okay,
We're on your
I'll answer that once we get going a little bit here. Let's start getting this pushback so we're not sitting here all day at the gate. So let's retract. Let's retract the
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 479 with service to Johannesburg. Our flight time will be roughly 2 hours. Now that the cabin door is closed,
we're going to use
sure that all
Pushback Zimmer
devices are
here,
in
so I'm going
airplane
to pop
mode and
that
your large
open.
devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in the
And
full
he
upright
should
and locked
come into
position
position.
for departure. Cabin crew,
Ready for
secure doors
pushback.
for departure.
Is she going to come over here? There he goes. So he's going to come into position. Beautiful sunrise here in Cape Town. Cockpit to ground.
Ground here, departure checks completed, doors and hatches closed, bypass pin inserted, please release the brakes.
We are ready for pushback.
And off we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration.
You may
Thank
begin
you for
starting
flying
the
with us.
engines, Captain.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines. As the safety equipment on this aircraft may differ from that on other aircraft, please give us your attention
right.
as we bring you through this
Okay,
important safety
start
briefing
turning right.
and on a journey through Singapore. During takeoff and landing, ensure that your tray table is stowed away. Put the back of your seat upright and keep your shoes on.
Stop pushback, please.
Before we take off, stow your luggage
Stop
under the
pushback.
seat in front of you
Okay,
or in the
please
overhead
confirm when the
compartments.
parking brakes are set.
Brake set.
Okay, Captain, pins removed, I'm done, wish you a nice flight.
Alright, he's gonna leave. We can...
Make sure that your seat belt is
Engine
securely
is starting up.
fastened during taxi, takeoff, and landing. To fasten, bring the two ends of the seat belt together until you hear a click. Tighten it by pulling on the strap. To unfasten, lift the metal flap. We recommend keeping your seat belt fastened throughout the flight. Whenever the seat belt sign is turned on, infants should be
Starting
lifted
engine
from the
one.
bassinet and secured with an infant seat belt.
Flaps to flaps 1. Our speed brake.
If there is a change in cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will automatically drop in front of you. Pull the mask down sharply. Place it over your mouth and nose. Pull the lateral straps to tighten it and breathe as usual. Secure your mask first before helping others. It is normal for the bag to not fully inflate. There are several emergency exits in this aircraft. Take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. Count the rows of seats to the closest exit in front and behind you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, or when you hear the command,
Right.
brace, brace,
Let's just
assume the
before
brace position.
we get before we-
If you can reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and place it on the back of the front seat.
Flap 1 to take off.
Place your hands on top of your head. Keep your feet flat on the floor and heels towards your seat. If you can't reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and lean forward as far as you can. Place your hands on top of your head.
So the engines are...
In an emergency evacuation, floor level lighting will lead you to your nearest exit.
Overheads. Turn off our lead. Turn off the view.
Before using an evacuation slide, remove any high-heeled shoes and be sure to leave everything behind.
Ground Singapore
To put on your life vest,
ready to taxi.
remove it from the plastic cover and slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist, connect the clip, and pull to tighten. Inflate the life vest by pulling the red tabs or blowing into the mouthpiece. Life vests have a whistle and a light to attract attention. Special life vests are available for children. Inflate your life vest only at the exit door and step into the raft.
We're going to start our taxi. Away we go.
Life vests are located under or between your seats. All large electronic devices, such as laptops,
Fast.
must be stowed for taxi, takeoff, and landing. Lightweight electronic devices, such as mobile phones and tablets, must be switched off or set to flight mode. During these times, charging your electronic devices is also not allowed. If you're not using your device, it must be held in your hand or placed in the seat pocket in front of you. If your device drops into the gap between the seats, refrain from adjusting the seat and ask the cabin crew for assistance. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking, including the charging and use of e-cigarettes, is prohibited throughout the aircraft, including the lavatories.
A little bit of adventure.
Thank you for your attention. Refer to the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you for more information. On behalf of Singapore Airlines, we hope you have a great time on board as well as in Singapore or anywhere else in the world we take you.
Double check. Got our flight director on, flight mode annunciator, flight instruments. Weather radar, predicted wind shear did that. Cabin report, and then our takeoff config button. We also need to do a cabin check. And then our takeoff config button. And we have no blue. Yeah, let me jump back out. We can take a look at the livery. Yeah, I mean, we're not anywhere close to Singapore right now, but I've done flights with a bunch of these other ones, and it's gonna be a while before we get back over to Singapore and probably do a Singapore Airlines flight. So I figured, hey, this is one of the flights that does fly between Cape Town and Johannesburg, so let's do it. And yeah, it's a nice livery. Yeah, I set this flight a little earlier than it actually does in real life. In real life, I believe it takes off at 10 in the morning, and we're going to be taking off at probably, want to say 7:40. So I believe they're 1 hour ahead of the universal time, and we got 6:40 for universal time. We have live weather. That's another thing I wanted to do. I want to download a better weather thing. There is a free one out there. It does a little bit better with the weather than the default simulator weather. So there's a couple things I wanted to download, but I wasn't planning on being home today, and I didn't. And then when I was, kind of just trying to get in and get a flight in today, and I think this will be the only one. Next flight's a 3-hour flight, and might be a little too late by the time I get to it. So I'll get those other things set up, and then once I get home next weekend, we'll be able to go for it.
Singapore 479 are cleared for takeoff runway 01.
Oops, I didn't have my taxi lights on. I had my takeoff lights on there. Put our strobe light on. We are cleared for takeoff. And make sure we got, put our TCAS mode over here to Tara. PAX as required, exterior lights set. And ATC when cleared. And once we get on the runway, we'll hit the chronometer. And here in South Africa, they have 01 on the runway as opposed to just a 1. They use 2 digits. Alright, is everyone ready here? Everyone ready, Jack? Alright, I think we are set to go then. Surprisingly, no other traffic. So let's get up to 40%. Make sure we're stable. Saratoga.
Singapore 479er, contact Cape Town Center on 124.7.
Tracked our flaps.
124.7 for Singapore 479er.
Let's get the autopilot going. Heading.
479er is climbing through 1,300 feet for 7,000
That's not what I
feet.
wanted.
Singapore 479er, Cape Town Center, continue as planned. QNH 30
Pull back to climb.
Singapore 479er, climb and
Climb and maintain 7,500 feet.
Climb and maintain 7,500 feet. Singapore 479er.
And right there. Johannesburg or the suburb, or no, Johannesburg, Cape Town. Cape Town. Yeah, I think the SID probably didn't need to do the SID. We could have turned. Instead of turning left and doing this big turn, we could have turned right and gotten right on course. But it is what it is. Nice shot of the airport out the window below us. Actually, it's really nice, that terminal building and everything.
Singapore 479er, climb and maintain 11,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 11,000 feet.
5 by
Singapore
5.
479er.
I need you guys to let me know if you can hear me over the engines and everything, and or if my sound levels aren't good enough. I turned down the in-game a little bit more, so if that's too low, let me know and I'll pump that up and maybe gain my voice or something.
Singapore 479er, please expedite your climb to 11,000 feet.
Okay, they want us to go to 11,000. Missed that call. So as we pass 10,000, we'll. Okay, they said it right there. As soon as we get to there, around 10,000, we will turn off our landing lights and all that, and switch to standard for our QNH. Whiskey Mike Kilo, India Ground is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger
viewers.
portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to
Cruising altitude today is flight level 37, 7,000 feet. Forgot to get those lights off. We're getting a little bit of turbulence here. Whoa. Sure, those seatbelt look. I want those seatbelt signs on.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can have it up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you unexpected turbulence.
Definitely. I like the night flights to see the lights, but at the same time, I want to see all this beautiful scenery that we're getting from.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now turned on. So it's time to return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, maybe. Could use some sunglasses here. We're gonna clear us a little bit here. Let's go.
Cape Town Center, Singapore 479er. Request flight level 210.
Singapore 479er, climb and maintain flight level 190. Expect flight level 210.
Climb and maintain flight level 190. Expect flight level 210. Singapore 479er. Cape Town Center, Singapore 479er. Request flight level 310.
Nah, I don't play X-Plane 11. I mean, I don't have much time to even get into the flight simulator, as you can see. I mean, basically every time you're seeing a stream, that's when I'm flying. I don't fly other than the streams. Just so little time now, and not enough time to bounce between games. I'm trying to do an American Truck Simulator stream. I might do that tonight, just because I don't think I want to do a whole nother flight, a 3-hour flight that one out to Madagascar. I'd like to do the flight, but I don't want to go so late, and I'm going to get tired and got to get up in the morning and stuff. And so hopefully we'll get an American Truck Simulator live stream in. And yeah, I mean, not doing X-Plane just because doing flight simulator. get up to 31,000. And then we'll request up to our
Cape Town Center, Singapore
37,000.
479er. Request flight level 370.
Hi, Mubarak.
Singapore 479er, climb and maintain flight level 310. Expect flight level 370.
Alright, Ed.
Climb and maintain
Blessed
flight
Feast
level
and Festival.
310. Expect flight level 370 Singapore 479er.
Yeah, I don't know as much about the Muslim Islamic festivals. I know a little bit more of the Jewish festivals, obviously, because Christianity sees itself as a continuation of old school Judaism, or the Israelite religion. So the Passover and the Day of Atonement. But as for the Islamic festivals, not as much familiarity with those. Okay, they didn't clear us. We are getting quite a bit of turbulence today. Trying to find my. Surprised about it. Other turbulence. Got a little mountain range right here. Find the. Control for the drone camera, so I can get the rotation speed a little bit more on point. Trying to decrease that rotation speed, but it's not really seem like I'm getting it. Really, I can do it with controls. I don't like to pull the camera controls and right up, so the rotation speed is high. It should be going down, but Try to a little bit better. Kind of want to match stuff. I like that. How does that look? That looks a little bit better. Now we get ourselves a nice. Go into turn. Alright, see you at County John. And if you can't get back, that's alright. Watching the replay, leave comments, like the video, and subscribe and hit that. Well, I know you guys are subscribed. subscribed, so, but anyone else watching, lurking around, watching in a playback, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell for future streams. And kind of my goal is to do the streams. I do the stream quicker to get it up there. I don't have to edit the video. Probably for audio, it would be better if I did on, just recorded video and edited it, but at least for now, I'm going to be doing live streams. I like doing this interaction with you guys. Let me know how the sound is. Going to be working on that, trying to figure out some better methods for getting the sound. I know it's a little echoey in here too. It'll be, we're about an hour and a half from landing probably, so we got time. Not sure what you're doing if you're eating or gotta run, grocery shop or something. So this is called, what we're doing right here is open climbing, which means the plane is going to try to get to 37,000 feet, but it's going to try to maintain the speed, a good speed and a good rate of climb, good attack. So you can see, like, the vertical speed it's just doing about 1,600, 1,500 feet per minute. Whereas if we did the vertical speed, I just watched a video from a real A320 pilot, and they call it very stupid. This is a very stupid way to climb or descend, because you can, if you get your vertical speed is too much, and that's actually what I did a few videos ago when we were flying the CRJ from Johannesburg to Walvis Bay. Is I put a too high of a vertical speed, or I put too high of a speed for it to try to maintain. And so then I couldn't climb, and then I got into the slow speed thing where I could never get out of it and get higher, get enough speed to climb anymore. You gotta be careful of that. You don't want to get a low speed event. But with the open climb, it's going to climb at the rate it needs to maintain the speeds and continue to climb and get up where it wants to go, where we want it to be. While we're climbing, let's pull open our, so I can move this over. So we can do that. That's good. Try to just kind of get it as out of the way as possible. See our passengers, quite a few open seats. You can see if we can find any names that are familiar for me. Here we got a Adeltrud Svensson, so he's clearly, I don't know if he's on vacation, looks like. He could live in South Africa though. Abdel Kadir Abrahams. Ina Peterson. Yeah, so we got a cool mix of names here actually. It's a pretty international list actually. Nizar de Villers, Ali Mabunda, Adu Labu Shang, Aya Vandenberg, Khalil Vander Merwe, that's an interesting name, Ala Duprees, definitely some, well, I got a couple Dupreeses here, Ala and Kareem. Petersi, Jasmine Zulu. I'm trying to see if I can find like any Chinese names. Just some people that are on vacation. Blessing Bezundent. These are some really interesting names. This is so cool. I didn't notice this before with the names. So this kind of puts it over the top for me versus, hey, Captain Matthews. Did you change your name? Wasn't it Captain Maddie before? But now it's Matthews, right? Matthews. Tomorrow is my trip to Vegas, and this Friday is my 21st birthday. Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah, they're opening up too, I think, a lot in Vegas. So be careful. You know, the COVID-19, it's still out there. It's still dangerous. But if you wear a mask in the situations where you need to, don't need to wear it when you're outdoors, away from other people. If you're able, you know, basically, this is a good rule. I wish they would have publicized this more, but you have 3 things. You know, 1, wear a mask. 2, go outside. 3, social distance. Pick 2 of those things and do them. So if you're outside and you're socially distant from another person, you're more than 6 feet away from other people, you're not in a large crowd, very close, you don't have to wear a mask. Give your face, you know, get more sun on that face. That vitamin D is good for you. If you're indoors, well, now you're not outdoors, so you're gonna have to do the other 2: wear a mask, socially distance. Outdoors, at least with most, so far we haven't. It doesn't seem like there's a strain out there of the COVID-19 which is surviving very well in sunlight or outdoors. Outdoors just have such a big bucket of air, so that the particles that someone else is coming out of their mouth that they have, they're carrying virus. Well, that's getting out there and it's spreading this big giant amount of air. Whereas if you're indoors and you're right next to that person, and those particles can fly, there's only so much air where those particles can go. It can overfill your bucket of going over the top like they do. So yeah, if you're in Vegas, be careful where you are. It's just a thing. You don't have to panic like some people are. Wear a mask. Take a mask. Oh yeah, if you're with your bubble, outdoors, definitely in your hotel.
Back for our menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly to your order. If you would like to order a digital menu item, hit the flight attendant call button at any time to move over shortly.
Yeah, if you're outdoors, and if you're outdoors in a group with those people, and you know, don't have the social distance from people being I see a lot of people still outdoors wearing masks. Been doing it for the last year. Just not giving themselves that break. Need to breathe normally, especially outdoors. Get that fresh air, go for a minute before. The beaches should be open. Those kind of things. Parks should be open with the idea that let's not crowd the park. And it's kind of funny because a lot of these places, you know, as a trucker, I'm going to all these truck stops. And they'll have a sign on the front of the door where it says you must wear a mask. And then they'll have this building is limiting its capacity to 20% capacity or whatever. And then it puts the number of people that can be in there. The capacity now that's limited at 20%. I'm throwing up some big airports right now. I don't have my camera. I throw the camera out and see the airports. They have it set to 20% capacity. Then you see the number of patrons that can actually be in the building supposedly at 20% capacity. The one yesterday, or a couple days ago, just on the Massachusetts, Connecticut border, on Interstate 84, 1100 people. And I'm thinking, if you had 1100 ever in the pilot, everyone be on top of it. That's not living capacity. That's like, that should be the fire capacity problem. I can't imagine what the fire marshal capacity is, if that's 10 or 20%. So, a lot of weird stuff out there over the past year. No. Yeah, about a year, few months. Seems like, yeah, it's about a year and a half since I've been following. My wife she was kind of already hearing stuff coming out of back in December before it was really hitting the news over here. And obviously, you got your first case. I wonder if YouTube will do monetize video talking about this. Kind of got on that because you're going to Vegas. And, yeah, I haven't been too keen to do like trips and stuff. You know, I have 2 weeks vacation that I can use anything before August 27th, which will be like 2 year notice transfer truck week. But I don't really know where I want to go. Go anywhere. My wife wants to go. If anything, it'll probably be just get out, go somewhere outdoors, go camping, get the fresh air. I do so much quote-unquote traveling by trucking. I drive 3,000 miles back and forth. Alright, so they're serving dinner. I'm not sure why they're serving dinner. I would think breakfast. The rotation seems a little off. Let's down to like 6. I gotta find like the ratio because they don't have them both at 4. Then I don't know. There's gotta be a way to get the camera set up just right. You guys are through there. That's a cool mesa down here. It's pretty cool landscape. Reminds me a little bit of the Southwest in America. Close up the video again. Popping in and out probably. Food's gonna be coming soon.
turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when needed in case of unexpected turbulence.
second there. Audio setting. I just wanted to see something. That kind of killed the stream rate. Dropped a whole bunch of frames there, so hopefully it didn't disrupt too much. Didn't really miss anything, I don't think. Let's see, where are we? Well, we have contacted Johannesburg Center. Continuous plan. Yeah, John was asking me earlier. It's like, when am I going to get into a VATSIM or IVAO? I would love to get into those things, but I have to get just more time where I can sit down and actually fly and pay attention all the time, do it right. Really cool transition here. We're kind of going to more farmland and everything. Thanks to everyone who's been sticking around these early days of figuring out how to do some good live streaming. It's a little bit different than recording videos and editing post-production sounds and everything. But if you notice, the title of this video is World Tour 22. It's number 22, because this is the 22nd video I've made, or technically the 21st video, because number 3, I never actually finished editing the video. I don't even know if I have the video still, but maybe I'll get around to editing it. It was very early on, so it might never show up. So if you're going through the playlist, there will always be, for a while, probably one video less than the actual, than the number we're on. And that's why number 3 is missing, because I never actually finished making that video. It was a recorded video, not a live stream. But I decided to do that instead of having this flight would have been World Tour 123, number 123 of all my flights I've been doing on this World Tour that I started doing in X-Plane. And I figured, well, you guys didn't see those 81 flights in X-Plane, and you didn't see the 20 flights coming down that I did around after. That's why I'm actually kind of going back. I'm going to go fly back to Madagascar and to Seychelles and a lot of these places in Eastern Africa, and then bounce back to the West, because you guys didn't get to see that stuff. And I think we're here. I got a lot of people that like seeing Africa. It's something that a lot of people who are playing Flight Simulator right now are not streaming Africa. And so we're going to go out there and do that again. We'll bounce back. And I just want to kind of reflect on the numbers. It's pretty interesting that how many flights I have gotten in with the limited amount of time I have now. That we're on flight 22 here. Probably not going to do flight 23 tonight because it's a 3-hour flight over to Madagascar. I'm hoping the sound level here is good. with me. I'm trying to just figure out where the sound levels need to be at, get my voice overhearing out of these jets. Obviously outside the plane it's a little harder to hear me, so I'm trying to figure out where I can get the sound levels just right. Sounds a little bit better, but I'm working on trying to get some, hopefully get some equalizers and stuff, because for some reason I'm getting like a serious echo, which I'm not sure. I probably my microphone in the wrong direction for all I know. Just give me a second, let me check that. Things get kind of wacky every once in a while. We are saying we're about 20 minutes out. So we're Johannesburg should be coming into sight soon. We should start getting some feedback from ATC on what they want us to do. Okay, so ATC just got with us. They're telling us to go down to flight level 290. I need to figure out a way to, maybe I need to put a compressor on the sound for the game because it gets so quiet inside the plane and my voice is just shouting, and then outside the plane it's hard to hear. So well, let's see what we can do here. Maybe we can do that right now. Just playing around with stuff. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Anytime I kind of do this, ooh, you know, my sound, voice is just going crazy now. Now I'm busting out the microphone here. Yeah, I'm trying to Test, test. I don't know what's going on with my sound here. It's going off into the red clipping here. Let me see if I can... Yeah, anytime I go into the audio settings, it decides it wants to... just crashes the stream, it seems. Alright, that should work. I think we're doing better now. Yep, that looks good. Alright, descend and maintain 190.
Descend and maintain flight level 190 Singapore 479er.
Let's get the seatbelt sign on. Still,
My crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your
something, getting some glitches here. Oh no. Okay. Hopefully, we haven't lost any important knobs that I can see yet. I'm a little worried about it though, because I've had this happen before where we start getting some things getting weird looking. Alright, we need to descend and maintain 8,000. Oops.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 21
ILS runway
approach via
21
127 DM
right.
Transition cleared to 127 DM Singapore 479er.
Let's put that in. Yeah, we're glitching out a little bit. ILS 21 right. Stars. We got 1 star. Let's see. Transition 127 DM. We'll just do that. Insert. Yeah, we just lost all those computers over there. I don't know if the brakes are working. The medium brakes working there. That's still working. Well, hopefully enough of this plane works still. I don't know what's going on the right side there of the plane. The strobe light's off, but we have the strobe light on. Seatbelts are on. Portable devices, kind of. I thought we were having a little problem with, but that's just because the screen refresh rate. So we are coming in runway 21 right. Pop up my nav graphs. Inside the plane. Let's see, we're pretty close already. Our approach. Oh, not RNAV. We want ILS 21 right. Rivals. Here's this. That arrival. Our chart. Let's go going right to D127. I kind of want to do a star in. So does it give us 21 right, AVAG 28. So let's pull that up, AVAG 28. 2B. Okay, yeah, that's not really a good start. So, yeah, I don't know why there's no stars coming from where we're at. So we'll just go just like that, keep that. We're just gonna go direct. How the sound now? I think I had too much gain going on there, and sounding a little bit better. It's kind of funny because I'm listening to the live stream. The live stream is about, I want to say you guys are about 4 or 5 seconds behind where I'm at, and so I'm watching my screen getting the sound, or I'm watching the screen, but the sound I'm hearing is about 5 seconds back. So once we get a little closer, I'm gonna have to stop monitoring. But I'm just trying to get the sound levels right. I noticed on a few of the streams the sound wasn't that great. So let me know what's going on, what you guys are hearing. Yeah, I don't like that. We lost this screen down here, so we're not gonna be able to check any of our things there. Okay, we're turning 63 nautical miles out from our, that's 12.7 to our landing, 12.7 away from the DME, 12.7 nautical miles. So we're coming out a highway right here, going to Johannesburg. It's got to be right over there. Airport, probably. We're almost going directly at the airport, and then we're going to have this turn. We're not doing that approach, so do that approach. See, if we went to a Vago, so you have to have that correct. Oh, no Vago, we only went to Midbacks. So probably when I get a little closer, I'm going to try to get a good turn here, because otherwise we're going to turn and have to work our way back. But let's check our ILS. So our ILS is 110.9. Course is going to be 214, so let's see.
Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any track one final time.
Can I put my course in?
And seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
I can put it up here, but that's for like the VOR. We can actually put the VOR in there too if we want to. It's 115.2, and that'll kind of help us be a backup. So I'm gonna say, yep. Juliet Sierra Victor. We are on approach. 7 minutes. I'm not sure why I got so much echo going on. Seems like there's a lot more echo than I'm used to. Hey guys, you can see my mic's turned on side now. I think at the echo there's a lot of a lot of walls here. Maybe I need some foam or some more stuff in here. I feel like there's a lot of stuff already in here sucking up. Should be sucking things up, but yeah, I was watching some videos about audio, so now I'm kind of conscious about that. And definitely when I do my recorded videos and edited, I take pride in trying to get the audio to sound better. So we're gonna be doing stuff probably after the stream. I'm just gonna focus on maybe getting Streamlabs, do some cool things to make these streams better. Because we have, maybe by the time I get done with this flight, I'm gonna eat, and I don't know if I'm gonna want to do another live stream. Definitely gonna want to make the live stream look better. Let's get our landing lights on. Yeah, next week there's gonna be some good stuff. Hopefully when we do the stream, going over to Madagascar. Now I don't think Pack X dings me for my lights and everything. They're not as particular. It's more about keeping the passenger satisfied. Whereas self-loading cargo will grade you on. They'll grade you on everything.
Johannesburg approach, Singapore 479er is at 9,600 feet, descending 8,000 feet.
They'll grade you on if you have your lights on. It always gets confused too. So QNH is the same as it was. So it's actually, my approach information is wrong now. Back to performance. Approach QNH is going to be 1017. Update. It's always a cool view if you can do it. Getting a little frame jumps. Loading in a lot of stuff here coming into Johannesburg. But hopefully we'll be able to get in and land relatively smoothly. 25 nautical miles, 5 minutes out. Just update what we did. Actually, we did T10-1C. There we go. Downtown off in the distance. Yeah, it's not perfectly smooth, but pretty good. Like a power plant right there. Yeah, I've got 59 scenery add-ons for this city, including much of the downtown, probably those towers, some water towers, some other buildings, some malls. So it's loading that stuff in, including everything that's just coming in from the internet itself. I think that stadium is probably, you can get that on flightsim.to. Look at what they're going to build here. What they're doing here is kind of a little bit raised areas. What that is. Interesting. I'm not sure what stadium that is, but that's definitely one that you can get on the flightsim.to. It's kind of hurting the frame rate because we got a lot of the towers, a lot of that downtown over there. Is it worth it? I don't know. But it looks good. Wow. Kind of got a nice hill right there, covered in houses. Yeah, we lost a bunch of screens, but we still have our switches and everything that we need. We're getting pretty down there in speed. We'll pull up my chart again just to make sure my approaches and everything. Transition altitude, I didn't put that in. That's 8,000. That's why we're at 8,000. Capture the glide slope at 6,860 feet. So that's, we're at 8,000 in altitude, but we're only a couple thousand feet above the actual ground level. Because I believe that's the airport at. Yeah, airport elevation. We talk about, we tout this a lot, like Denver is the mile-high city. Well, here we are, Johannesburg. Airport elevation is 5,558 feet. Our runway is 5505. Whoa, that's because the QNH changed a ton, ATC, and you told us a whole different thing. All right, so
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Singapore 479er.
So it's 1026 actually. So we were right before, but ATC's been getting that confused. So again. That's why we're a little bit above where we should be. It's all right. Oh, I want my nav graph here. So where are we? Yeah, we're looking good. And actually, our route isn't taking us direct. It's going to give us a nice curve into it. So we're not going direct to that point, but we're kind of going to get a good curve. So the airport is actually right off to our right. Should be right now. Let's jump outside. See that? Where are you, airport? Should be off to our right. Not seeing it though. See a golf course. Where is the airport? Crazy, I can't find the airport. I have no visual on the airport. It should be like right in there somewhere. I can't see it. That's wild. I can't find the airport. It should be just over here. Can you guys see it? I can't see it. Got a racetrack right below us. Where is the airport? Maybe is that it? No. What's going on with our descent here? Let's get down there. Okay, it didn't want to descend there, but... Alright, let me check... Whoop. Just one at a time. Alright, when we get to D127, give me a speed here. It's not really giving me a speed. I'm not seeing any speed indicators. But we'll have 5 miles to get slowed down, and once we capture that glide slope, we'll be down to where we want to be for speed. Let's see what we got. Our landing speed is going to be, I believe it's the 125. I think we can actually set, that's 0 flaps. I think this is take us to 188. Is that another airport right there? Oh, there's an airport right there. Not ours, but another airport. Ooh. Chunk in the frame rate. Lots of city to load. There's another airport, but that's not Johannesburg Airport either. So we're actually coming over a few airports on the outskirts. Neither of them are ones we're landing at. And kind of missed our own airport that we were going to go. Getting a visual on that. Alright, so we're just coming a nice big curve here. Once we get on our approach, I'll hit the approach button right here. I think I want to lower that from 8,000. Well, we capture the glide slope at 8,000, I think. Oh, no. We capture it at, it's going to be D4, so 4 out. So, put my minimum, I'm going to put it down to 6,700 so that we can capture it. Actually, 6,800 is good enough, but we'll do 6,700. Should capture it, and then that will take us in the rest of the way. Not sure if radio is. I'm going to find which one that is. It might be 97 feet is what I put in from that. See, I'm not exactly sure what I put in for that or radio. Again, it used to have the decision height, and for some reason that's not there anymore. Not exactly sure why. Let's start rolling out some flaps. Once we get turned here, go go flaps 1. Arm our spoilers. Do a quick checklist here. Landing elevation, weather information. We have descent. ILS approach, initial. Signs are on. Check activate our approach. It's locking out to the localizer now. Positioning, manage speed. Yes. Ground spoilers armed. Radar tilt. Approach checklist. Final approach. Approach button. We did that. Autopilot 1 and 2 engage. Oh, we can actually get 1 and 2 engaged. That's cool. Finally can do that. We do have our TCAS at that. Flaps 1 at green dot speed. Localizer capture. That glide slope capture, we're going to monitor that. I think once we get to this one, we should start descending. Hopefully we do. Down. Don't want it to go around.
Singapore 479er, you are 11 miles north of Foxtrot Alpha Oscar Romeo.
Go.
Contact tower on 118.1 when inbound.
Interesting how the altitude went up. It's like, did the QNH change again?
Tower Singapore 479er, 10 miles north, inbound ILS
Should start
runway
descending.
21 right approach.
Singapore 479er tower. Cleared
There's a
ILS runway 21
QNH.
right approach.
They say the QNH is different
QNH
again.
30.03 wind 321 at 5.
Tower Singapore
Right there, we got the
479er,
glide slope.
inbound
Okay, we did
ILS
capture the
runway
glide slope at
21 right approach.
8,000. So that was the
Singapore
glide slope.
479er tower.
So now we
Cleared
are
ILS
going down.
runway
We're
21
going
right approach.
to go flaps
QNH
2.
30.03 wind 321 at 5.
Cleared ILS runway 21 right approach, Singapore 479er.
Singapore 479er cleared to land runway 21 right. Wind 321 at 5.
Clear to land runway 21 right, Singapore 479er.
Yeah, this airport just kind of blends in, I guess. Let's get our gear down. We need to do a cabin check.
Cabin crew, if we could expedite for departure.
See what we can do. No promises.
400.
No promises.
Tower Kenya 765 at runway 21 right ready for takeoff IFR to Nairobi.
300.
Kenya 765, hold short runway 21 right. Traffic is Airbus A20N on final.
200.
Hold short runway 21 right,
100.
Kenya 765.
50. 20. Retard. Retard. 20. Retard.
Singapore 479er, turn next taxiway.
Okay, I don't know what just happened there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Johannesburg. The local time is 9:31
We just lost all of our screens.
About 12
So I don't know
Celsius.
what's going on there with the screens. A little bit of I got a little, I kind of panicked there on the, I think on the landing. It looked like the automatic landing. I think I lowered the throttle too much, and so then the auto throttle couldn't do what it needed to do, and then kind of screwed up the auto landing.
Singapore 479er, exit runway when able.
Cut off right here. Figure out where we need to go. But you saw that I kind of pulled back, and then we kind of floated a little bit there because the sync rate, it was just kind of diving.
Going to
So we didn't want to do that.
Singapore 479er.
So we have no screens.
Cleared for takeoff runway 21 right, Kenya 765.
Let's get a little bit further in here. Yeah, like a ton of stuff is just kind of messed up now. So we'll see what we can do. Alright, stop right here. And we will get in contact with the ground, see where we need to go.
Ground Singapore 479er taxi to the gate. Singapore 479er taxi to gate 28 using taxiway Echo.
28 taxiway Echo.
Taxiing to gate 28 using taxiway Echo, Singapore 479er.
Alright, so Echo, we are on Echo. And let's see, apron. Are we on Echo? Yeah, we're on Echo. They said 2. Was it 2.8? See if I can find. There is no 2.8 that I know of. But we can go into basically this area. Will be the A gates. And we're gonna look. Yeah, we can go right over here. So that's what we're gonna do. Kind of got off of the line there. We got fuel trucks and everyone everywhere. We're gonna go. Problem is this traffic all just kind of gets backed up. Looks like we could go to what would be gate A1. They got a lot of stuff here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to U1. There's no 2.8. Actually, before we get too far here, I want to get my APU started. Now we're gonna watch the marshaller. Well, we got on the ground in one piece. Not the greatest landing. Now I can't tell. I have no screens for anything. So hopefully we'll get this APU going. Let's go ground. Let's get our external power. We'll get the baggage people coming. We'll get our forward door once the jetway is connected to us. That's the word I was looking for before. Okay, now we have power. So I don't know if we lost, somehow we cut all power with the engines, the generators kicked off, which is kind of weird. But now they gave us power. So we'll turn on the APU, but we have external power, so we'll just turn that on. Turn off our runway lights. That was weird how I lost power generation from the engines. Turn off the seatbelt lights. Turn off the seatbelt lights. Okay, see, it's connected to this, so I need to actually do it here. What it should do. Turn off. Really weird. Now you can see our brake temperature too. We kind of got a little hot. So really weird we lost that engine. But we're gonna now turn off the engines. And we're gonna get our flight complete thing, an hour 48 flight, so just under 2 hours. And we're 3 minutes ahead of our expected arrival, so very good there. And now, they're gonna let me, yeah, they are deboarding. Seatbelt sign is off. There we go. Passengers are deboarding, and we can do our shutdown procedure as they're doing that. Of course, they're jumping from there to there because they're not perfectly got a perfect connection. See the doors open. There go the passengers leaping into the jetway. All right, we're gonna go back over here, do our checklist. Really parking, seatbelt signs off, elapsed time is stopped. Just goes to 99.59 for some reason. Fuel pumps off. Alright, securing the aircraft, parking brake is on. Did we put the parking brake on? Yes, we did. Oxygen crew supply off. We don't need that. We're on the ground. The deers, we'll turn that off. Exterior lights are off. APU bleed off. Massive switch off. We do have external power. That is how we're getting power. If we go to our electrical page, getting from the external power. And that's about it that we need to do right now. Yeah, the rotation doesn't rotate. Doesn't do as much as we need when we're on the ground. There we are. Yeah, I mean, last flight we came out here, we were parked over there. So here we are in Johannesburg. We have arrived safely. Let's see how long it's going to take for deboarding.
How many more passengers do we have back there in the cabin?
We're still deboarding.
12 minutes. We'll expedite that, but let's, in the meantime, we'll pull this up. We can just kind of see people getting off. Just take their time. It's not as fast as self-loading cargo. And again, I can change the speed on this. But what we'll do is we'll just end the flight. See our landing rate a little harder. I think we kind of saved it there, but I don't know. Totally telling my friends about this airline. I wish I didn't have that extra shot of rum. Okay. So our flight time was an hour 47. Block time was 2:04. Satisfied 93%. Planned departure was 9:46. We actually departed 9 minutes late, but we arrived 3 minutes early. So all's good. Save that. And you can hear all those sounds kind of go away. For that, I'm going to pull up Project Fly. Now, if you look at Project Fly, I forgot to start it at the start, so we don't have the whole route. You can see it's actually a pretty good route. Just came in and landed nicely. Let's finish the flight. See what it tells us. It's going to tell us about the same thing. This one says 117 feet per minute. So it was either butter or it was a little bit firm. So Two different tracking things, different information. All right. Well, we are done with this flight. Next flight, we will be going to Ivato International Airport. I believe that's what it's called. Let me just pull up some information quickly on what we got for our next flight. Yeah, we're going to be going to, and there it is right there. See on my notepad. Going to be going to Ivato International Airport, which is in Antananarivo, Madagascar. And that's a Foxtrot Mike India for the IVAO. And that's going to be, we're going to be flying, it's an Airlink flight, so we could, if I wanted to push the limits of the CRJ, we could try that. But I'm going to be flying the A32NX again, using the Airbus 320, or FlyByWire's A32NX. And we're going to have the Air Madagascar livery, a new one that we didn't have before. And hopefully I'll have a few other things ready to go by then. So please like the video below. Likes are great for the channel and everything. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when the next live stream comes. They're going to drop at random points right now. Maybe in the future we'll be able to get a little bit decent more schedule. At least, you know, we're going to have a live stream at this time on this day. But right now it's kind of whenever I can get them in. And leave some comments below. Tell me how the sound was. Any tips on that. I'm going to be working on that tonight probably. Just playing with things. But every time I get home I want to at least do one flight. It's just too fun of a thing to do and not be able to get it in when I have the chance. So, see ya. Until then, I don't know why I just said see ya. But until then, keep the blue side up and take care.